Kumusta na mo? Okay. So starting from now, I think I'm going to start my videos with Kumusta na mo, which means how are you in Filipino. So Kumusta is a similar sounding to Como estas, which is in Spanish. That's because we were actually colonized by the Spaniards in the past. Okay, so that's just a bit of a history. And for today, well, I just wanted to share what are these things I like doing here in Japan, which is which may benefit and help those people who will be interested in how to live in Japan in a frugal manner. So this episode is going to be titled as point cards. Okay, so point cards and the perks that you get from it here in Japan is actually very, very good. Now, number one, point cards are my favorite collection. So I said I went grocery shopping. Did I say it? Maybe not. Okay, but anyway, I went grocery shopping yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, earlier today. And this is the point card that I got from that supermarket. And it's a co-op grocery store, supermarket that's very close to my house. They also have this raffle ticket where in every purchase of 1,000 yen, you get one stamp. So I have actually, if you get two stamps, you get one try for their raffle draw. But I think it's what they call kacha kacha, which is you spin the wheel and stuff. So I think I have 3 tries, which I should try to go to their store tomorrow again, and hopefully I'll win something. That's one of their perks, like their monthly, how do you call that, tanoshimi, or fun games that they do for consumers. And this is also another one, which is their stamp card for the month of April. They do that every month. So you get points, and the points that you get, you basically can convert that into not cash, but you can use it same as cash. And this is the receipt that I had. So if you can see, I actually accumulated points. And from that point, there, the one with the P, those are the points that I received for this trip, which I bought like a total of 5,000 yen. And my expectation for that will be the entire month of, let's say, April, because I do still have some old groceries that I got. Now, if you talk about point cards, that's just from one store. Do you see these? These are actually card holders, and they're card holders of my collection of point cards. So if you see here, I'm a point card fanatic. Okay, now there you go. So those are from different establishments, from department stores. I also have like here, it's Starbucks, and I also have drugstores, stuff like that. And it won't fit in just one card holder, right? My sister gave me this one, and I like it because it's pink, and it's a unicorn. So this one is a Family Mart point card as well. I have here, okay, this one, I guess I have to go like that. This one is for Lawson, Sanwa, okay, and Summit. So point is, I collect them. It's not only through, how do you say, it's not only the actual cards that you can also get, but you can also actually get it through, you can also download their apps. Depends on which stores. I have one for Family Mart, and I also have for some other stores. So if you'd like to do that, if you're here in Japan, and you wish to kind of save some points and then benefit from it, that's actually a very good advice, because not only can you save, but you can also make use of it as for cash. And other than point cards, I actually also did take a couple of pictures previously on several days ago on this. This is also like a point card collection. Not really a point card, but points collection, wherein if you actually, for this one, it's their 40th anniversary. And Yamazaki is actually a bread company, or let's say, yeah, Yamazaki Pan, very famous here in Japan, where you can buy different items or different bread, like that, as you see. And if you get to collect, how many points is this? 25 points, is it? Yeah. If you get to collect 25 points in total, you actually get a bowl. Okay, so I do have, for this time, this is the design of their bowl. So this is the other example, the one with points. So it has 2.5. If you're interested to collect them, you can actually see this paper right next to it, to where the bread or bakery stand is, with all the pastries and stuff like that. And or if you don't find it, you can actually go to the sales people and ask for it, and then you can start collecting them. And what happens is, if you collect enough, which is 25 points, you can show this to them, and they'll trade you with the actual plate. So I guess that's one benefit that you can get if you're interested in collecting them. And other than that, it's actually a good way to stay frugal here in Japan, because some people say that you know, Japan is very expensive, not some, I think majority of us in the world, even some Japanese would also think of themselves, that livelihood here in Japan is actually very, very expensive. Yes, it's true. However, if you do know, for example, the tips in being able to survive and save a lot is one, you familiarize yourself with your community or the house or the place where you live in. You try to look into stores, grocery stores, where will be close to your house or let's say close to your workplace. But because of our situation right now with COVID, where everyone's supposed to be staying in, hopefully you've already surveyed your community and find out where you can exactly shop or, yeah, definitely, you can, hopefully you've been able to compare stores of, you know, which one has a lower price or maybe a higher, usually stores or shops, supermarkets that are close by to the station is actually more expensive, of course, because of its traffic, wherein a lot of people, it's an easy access for them. But if you want to have it for a cheaper price, which you should also try to observe, you try to get it from a little farther from those main areas or stations. And I think I will also, well, I will also show you that, like for example, tips in how you can also save more when you try to get discounts from items. Now, one of the tips is if you go to supermarkets most of the time before they close, like an hour or two before they close, is that you can see stickers that they put on the items that will have like sanwari or 30%. If you wonder what it is, that's actually a discount. Some of it with a kanji in it says hangaku, which means it's half the price already. So it's good to check that out, and then you can actually save a lot. And other than that, there's also, besides the hangaku, there are stores that are actually cheaper, like Hanamasa, and you basically can find a lot of those branches of the stores, and you know you can still you'd be able to buy a lot from that shop. And well, besides that, Hanamasa does not have a discount or let's say a point card. However, if you do use your credit card or those kinds of cards, or you use cashless, you can actually save, and they say that you can save 5% from the purchase that you have. So if you know ways of being able to save, especially for groceries or the shopping that you'd wish to do, that's one of the ways that you can do it. And for me, who likes points, I think the best way for you to do it is just be patient and also be excited, because if you're not going to be excited, why would you actually try to even, you know, have the time or take the time to go to stores and try to, how do you call this, try to collect them if you're not even interested with it, right? So the point, if you were going to try to survive and be able to save a lot more, is know where your grocery stores are, compare them, and then if you find ones that actually sell a lot cheaper, then you try to purchase from there. And for me, since I have my bicycle and I've always wanted it, I've always loved riding my bicycle, that's what I've been able to do, which is survey my neighborhood. And I do know several places where they actually offer it cheaper than the other one. And I guess it's also a good exercise, and it's also a good way in exploring my town. And if you were to say, they do have good deals in you know, in different areas. Some supermarket who is, you know, depends on the location, is a lot cheaper with their fresh produce, or some let's say with their dried goods, like for example items and stuff like that, they're actually cheaper. So go find out and then try to, well, not right now. I think it's not a good time for you to be able to explore, but once we're out of COVID, try to explore your city. Stay away from people though. Try to explore your neighborhood and at least know where you can purchase cheaper and reasonable prices and live in a frugal manner. So yeah, I think that's my video for today. That's for the love of point cards for me. Unya na pod! Look, I have a new one to add to my sticker collection. Not collection, but points. And let's add. Ah, look at that.